Hi, we have just covered hybrid reliability questions in the past e-video. In today's other e-video, we will be looking at other SBQ types of questions and how to answer them. Let's take a look at what some of these questions may be. Study sources A and B. The sources say different things about the impact of collectivization. Does it mean that one of them is wrong? The other question came out in O Levels 2017. Study sources C and D. Is one of these sources more reliable than the other as evidence about whatever's the topic? So for this type of question, you need to start thinking. Let's say if it appears in your examination and you are stumped, you have no idea what question type this is. What do you do? Well, my approach is actually quite simple. Approach it like an English comprehension question. Let's take a look at the first bullet question. Study sources A and B. The sources say different things about the impact of collectivization. Does it mean that one of them is wrong? Do you really need to compare? How do I approach it in a logical way? Well, the question says, does it mean that one of them is wrong? If I answer it in English comprehension style, well, these are the various permutations. Yes, source A is wrong. Or, yes, source B is wrong. Or, no, both are wrong. Or, both are not wrong. Now, when we talk about the fact that a source is wrong, are we really saying that they are fake news? Well, definitely not. In the source-based question context, the word wrong really talks about reliability, that it is wrong because it cannot be backed up by another source or your contextual knowledge. So you need to think about how to answer such questions. Are you going to address every single bullet? Well, definitely not. You need to plan before you write anything. Really, these source-based questions type do not require comparison paragraph because they're really asking you, is any one of them wrong? So your job is to pick out the wrong source, or both are wrong, or both are right, and answer them accordingly. So let's say, for example, if I plan my answer, I will then determine which source is wrong, or in other words, unreliable, and which source is not wrong. That is why I am reminding you again that you need to plan before you write. Make one source wrong and the other source not wrong. So what you will be doing, basically, you will say that source A is wrong, and you establish the claim of source A and how source A's claim is challenged by either another source or contextual knowledge. That will be your first paragraph. After that, say that B is not wrong because there is a claim that is established in source B. And this claim is not wrong as it is supported by another source or contextual knowledge. That would be your second paragraph. Lastly, you will now establish whether source A and B are wrong by looking at their CAP. So in that case, you might either want to approach with one of the sources as wrong. So for example, source A is wrong as it is unreliable. A is unreliable because it is a piece of propaganda whose purpose is to do certain things. Whereas source B is not wrong as it presents a very balanced viewpoint about something. Another way of doing it is to identify that, hey, both are not wrong as both of them have different purposes or both of them have different perspectives. And therefore, since they are different in their perspective, both of them are wrong, not wrong. They just have different perspectives. All right. So I hope that this helps to address this type of interesting question where it looks like hybrid, but you do not necessarily need to have a comparison paragraph. Thank you.